Welcome to the winners match right here in Group A of the third group stage. We're in the top right hand corner and we're here with the Protoss for the Fighting Outlaws. I was about to say for the Drunken Outlaws. It is FightingFrog. Maybe it's a Drunken Frog from the Fighting Outlaws, but who knows? Who knows? In the bottom left hand corner, there he is for Berserker eSports. Spazymazy, the blue Zerg for this series. Starting with Hedge first, Gas and Pool. FightingFrog trying to be annoying here. Like the little kid that is always like taking your shoulder and like, come on, can we do something here? And yeah, nobody likes those. Okay, so Nexus will be there, Cybercore in a second. There's the second pylon, so also no proxy. The first probe goes back home, and I mean, what do we see? It's 4 Zerglings, so just more or less of a scout. I don't think it's going to be a very big thing for FightingFrog here. And before just having nonsense or a lot of silence going on here, let's actually take a look at the predictions. And FightingFrog versus Spazymazy best of 3. The prediction of Aligolag is 55% for Spazymazy and 45. Oh no, it's 46 and 54. Oh, I rounded that up the wrong way. But yeah, it's kind of close. Spazymazy is a little bit favored here. But yeah, let's see if that's going to be correct. Because in the first match, Snogstar was favored as well, and now FightingFrog is here in the winners match. Okay, no more gas, be in mind. Third base is on the way for Spazymazy. Yeah, Groupstage is going to go over there. And FightingFrog, yeah, setting up his third base. Not even saturated at the expansion, not even having taken the gas. He just wants to go for the expansion, I guess. Then we might see some Zealot build again. You see that quite a bit lately. But first, it's going to be the Oracle coming out of the Stargate then, which is going to be scouted immediately, I guess. Yeah. In theory, he knows. He knows about the third as well. His own third is finished, so Spazymazy is starting the Roach Warren. But yeah, he saw the Oracle, so the Queens are getting into position. We see the Spore Crawlers, second base Spore Crawler, main base Spore Crawler, so he's sporing forward a little bit. Oh, the Queens, he dodged them. Can one more worker, and he has to get away. But 3 worker kills is alright, I guess. Yeah, Nexus is done, or is closer to getting done. We have Zealot charge, so yeah, as I was expecting, more Zealots again. Some more gateways are coming up, and the Robo is somewhere around there. So I guess the War Prism next. And then we're going to see some sort of a push then. Oracle goes to the main base, just wants to have the scout with the Revelation, but doesn't really see anything there. Tier 2 is done at the second base again, so that's what Spazymazy did before as well. And in this case, but I mean, did the Oracle see that before? No, he did not. Oh, but he almost saw with the Queen, but now the Revelation went out. Another Revelation goes down. So yeah, it seems like FightingFrog is not really looking for the expansion upgrade here for the layer at the expansion. Hydralist then is on the way, and I could see that working, but it's a lot of Zealots going to be there soon, so he needs some more Hydras than he actually has right now. So yeah, 4 more Zerglings, 4 more Zealots being there. Man, Zealots and Zerglings. The Z's, the Z-Lot, as we all know, and the Arkans are going to be there as well. Creep Spread reveals this right now, and then let's see how this base goes down. I guess it's going to be cancelled. I hope so, at least. Yes, there we go. And heading in, guys. Queens are there, roaches are there. So the chances are kind of alright. We have a lot of queens, so I guess the War Prism is pretty much in danger here. And it seems like Frog, Fighting Frog, just goes back home. Doesn't really do that much more. Okay, I guess he just forgot about those. Okay, so the Robo is producing immortals. We have a Forge coming up, just finishing right now. So I guess +1 attack will be there in a second, or will be researched in a second. There it is. And what is Spazymazy doing here? Obviously Hydra attack, yeah. +1 range, yeah, alright, alright. Overlord speed just finished. Oh, we have 4 drop lords on the way. So what's the plan with the drop lords? Going to the main base with maybe the Hydras and maybe, or could also be he just wants to move the queens to the front and they are just too slow. I mean, 4 would be a little bit too much, but yeah, you see. The roach is getting scouted by the Oracle and everything's going to be seen. Hydra's moving in position already. And the Overlords, where are they? They are over here. Oh, he's actually moving them out of the way where the War Prism was going to be. So he wants them to be unscouted. On the left hand side we have a drop coming in with 2 Arkans and the main army also showing up over there. So Arkans to the main base. Roaches are going to be here. So he's splitting up his army a little bit. Arkans are in the main base. Let's see what they can do over there. The Immortal gets taken down immediately. The Arkan goes down. And then let's go over to the main base, where it's the Arkan and some Zealots that were warped in just a second ago. Hydras are coming over, trying to help. But these workers are having some problems. Maybe some more go down. Most likely some more go down. Roaches are coming over. So in the end it's going to be defended. I guess he's going to try and save some more units. But with the War Prism focus, the second Arkan at least goes down. 12 workers is what Spazymazy loses here. And yeah, maybe some Hydra as well. But you know, that is it. And that's what the Overlords are for. Drop into the main base, it should be. And the army is completely on the outside. And also, we just had this wall re-established. So the Arkans can't pass. That's a little bit of a problem. But we will see in a second. Spazymazy is just baiting out over here, right? He doesn't want to fight here. He just needs to lose as few units as possible, while now his Overlords are going to the main base. Do we see Wobbins there? No, we don't yet. And unpowered. Let's go. No more +2 tech. And this must trigger Fighting Frog going for the push on the other side. Spazymazy, though, I feel has a good force. The Zealots might be a little bit of a problem here. But let's see if you can micro that out with the Roaches and Hydras. On the left hand side we have some more Immortals here. And he's not focus firing the Arkans, so they get low. Both of them, and they should be taken down now. In the main base of Fighting Frog, though, nothing is left. The Hydra's doing their job quite nicely, and reinforcements of Spazymazy are coming in. There is the War Prism left, but it's not that much more resources, in terms of minerals at least, for Fighting Frog. And I guess with the reinforcements coming in for Spazymazy over and over again, it should be alright. Or, I mean, we shouldn't be fighting the looking at the army counts right now, since yeah, like 40 army supply of the Zerg already is on the other side of the map. Oh, he should take that down, right? The Immortal is trying to get back in. And yeah, now he should lift that and go away. But if that would have been standing, I guess it wouldn't really be worth. And now let's take a look at the Hydras dealing with all these Zealots. I think, yeah, he's going to lift them. I was about to say, okay, he could maybe fight them to just trade. But yeah, you don't want to trade away Hydras for just Zealots. I mean, it's gas for minerals and you don't like that. And Zombie Waffles, thanks for the follow. So yeah, Hydra's getting dropped again. On the left hand side we also have another push of Spazymazy going to the third base. And right now it's just Hydras trying to deal their damage over here while the Roaches are on the left hand side. The Arkans stealing the damage over here, or trying to defend, and now it's, yeah, it's 2 workers going down. It's not too much, but Spazymazy keeps his opponent busy, and that's the important thing here. Spazymazy himself trying to get the 4th base down while this is happening. The Immortals are there. The Immortals are a very big part of this army actually, as well are the Zealots and the Arkans, and more isn't even there. So the army is a good composition, but I'm not sure if it's going to be enough in total. The Immortals though, they deal a lot of damage. On the right hand side the Hydras though are coming in, and there's no more meat shield to guard the Immortals. Will they win this fight? 1 Immortal goes down, and second one goes down. Third one is going to try and take the fight here, and Hydra's supporting the one that goes down. Let's take a look at this again, because yeah, these are going in over and over, and you can see 22 worker kills already in the meantime. So it's not just annoying, it's also taking down a lot of economy for FightingFrog while this is happening on the other side. And yeah, you can see the result in the army supply, like 82 against 22. This base in the top left, I'm not sure if he can hold. There's 1 cannon, there's no shield battery. I mean, okay, there is 1 shield battery, but 1 shield battery against this much damage is not really doing that much. Okay, there's the Nexus going down, and now the Hydra's having a good position, feeling good on the high ground. I mean, the vision is there for FightingFrog, but I think Spazymazy, yeah, with now 55 worker kills in total, has done it. FightingFrog has to give up this first map. It's 1-0 for Spazymazy. We're heading on Light Shade, and in the top left hand corner it's the man who needs to win right now. The last time finalist, but now down a map. Needs to win 2 now. FightingFrog for the Drunken Outlaws. And he's starting this one off with a, not a full wall off, but a wall off before he's placing the hatchery. The Nexus obviously has the Protoss. The hatchery might be there on the other side. In the bottom right hand corner there's a Zerg in the blue for Berserker eSports. It's Spazymazy, match point to advance to the finals already. He's starting with the pool first again, but yeah, as you see, it's going to be with the expansion as well. But let's see how much he's going to take this in and how much he's going to commit to fighting. He's going back to droning already, so I guess it's not going to be that much. The players know about their chances pretty good, I guess. And after getting a pylon kicked, you may just wall off before that happens, right? So, third base, kinda quickly here. Like 230. 220 almost even. Yeah, no more gas workers. It's going to be some Lings, it's going to be the expansion, and it's going to be, I guess, some more Queens. On the other side, it's going to be the Stargate. And how many kills can he get? It's just 1 for now. Oh man, that's not enough. Okay, at least he gets a Zergling. That's not too much, but okay, he's cancelling and recalling this. Wants to keep them alive. That's, I think, a very smart decision. It looks like Spazymazy was pretty much prepared to take them down. On the other side, yeah, Void Ray is the first choice here. Right-clicked to the Overlord. And then, what do we see? Adepts. Do we see a Twilight Council and a Robo afterwards with maybe Resonating Glaives and the War Prism? Okay, staying in position. He wants to keep the stuff here. He wants to see if there's a second unit starting maybe. And there's the Oracle coming in then. Third base for FightingFrog starting again. pylon next to it. That's alright. Adept is just shading back and forth. And the Zerglings try to get a scout here. Just want to know if there's a third, and they will get the confirmation. Let's see if they can take it down again, like it happened before. Okay, tier 2 for Spazymazy. 2 additional queens. And just a few drones. I guess with the Void Ray coming in. Okay, he's just wanting to deal with this with queens, and it looks quite fine. So is he not expecting any additional units from this? From the Stargate, I mean? I mean, he saw the Oracle with the Zerglings now, I guess. And now we also have the tech in the main base again. So if FightingFrog would just go for the Revelation in the main base, he would see what's going on. And there's no Spore Crawlers, so he can actually get in and turn on the Oracle, and that was a little late. This was like 3 or 4 free shots to the Oracle. Oracle gets out though, 4 workers down, 5 workers down. He's going to take a 5th one and a 6th one. And then queens are there. Oh, the Void Ray. Is this a sacrifice? Oh, this was too late. Okay, FightingFrog there with a little bit of nerves coming in, I guess. Or maybe it's not nerves, but maybe it was greed. And he was like, okay, I can get one more. I need one more worker going down, so I can go for the push that I'm going to plan to follow this up. And you see, it's Zealots Adepts. War Prism is there already. Zealot Charge is not even halfway done. So it's not going to be the strong push that we might expect from that many Zealots, because simply it's not going to be... Or wait a second, all these queens are so slow as well. It looks pretty ridiculous actually, but let's see how this works out for FightingFrog. It's a lot of Zerglings coming in, but will they be enough? The queens are looking good, they're having a good position. One queen will go down, but the Zealots on the left hand side dealing with all these Zerglings. They are just going in. The Hydras are coming, trying to go for the War Prism, but this is not going to take any more. Oh, yes, it is taking more damage. Alright, so the Zerglings, they are trying to deal damage to the units following the War Prism. And off creep, they should be able to. And yeah, now we see Zealot Charge is about to finish, but it's just at the point where the fight is over. So that's anti-timing at its best. In the bottom left, we have FightingFrog, though, going for the 4th base. So he's just going to expand a little bit more. He is ahead in terms of workers by 16 right now. And still, Spazymazy has the bigger army. And he is going for the Nidus now. So this could actually end up pretty bad. We have the Overseer in position, which is not scouted. So there might be a lot of queens and a lot of Hydras in the main base of FightingFrog soon. And also you see this run by, or this Zergling flock waiting in the bottom left. No movement of the army. Nidus is in the main base, or it will be in the main base. First Colossus is on the way. Second one starting. But it's not going to be there in time, guys. This doesn't look good. Do we see a recall, or is he walking? He's walking over there. Alright. And yeah, this looks very good for Spazymazy, doesn't it? He was sacrificing some drones. There's a run by in the 3rd base as well, just so you know. And now let's take a look at this. Queens and Hydras trying to fight all these all these Zealots. Man, I'm mixing up Zerglings and Zealots too much, but it doesn't really matter in the end. It's just enough for Spazymazy. He's just here to just take down everything. In the 3rd base, a lot of workers went down as well. We see some more falling in the main. Colossus are coming in, but do they have extended thermal lens? No, they don't, so they can't really shoot that far. It doesn't look good, guys. At least not for FightingFrog. Yeah, there's a force field, so he keeps his opponent in the main base. There's still one Zergling here. Next Nidus coming in front of the 3rd base. So yeah, he's just going to take down everything in the main, then going over to the 3rd. And that, yeah, might be it. FightingFrog is trying to fight for this. But yeah, it's not that easy. It's 81 over 35 now, army supply. And he just lost 40 workers. So that's quite nice for him. Okay, and the force field says, alright, I'm just going to deny this. And he's going over to the third base. So FightingFrog has a very low army count and he has to split it up to defend both bases now. Okay, there's no more force field available. Oh, yes, there is. So he can get some queens and some hydras here, but the third base under pressure, and he's just focusing the nexus. And the war prison goes down, and the disruptor doesn't go for the nova. Oh man, and even the one that hits. Yeah, will this be enough? Will the nexus stay alive? Maybe it will, but is this going to matter? I kind of doubt it. But actually, Spazymazy was losing quite a bit. But let's take a look at the production tab. 26 Zerglings on the way, so there will be run base all over the place. We have some more hydras going for the workers here in the expansion. We have the Spire on the way. I'm actually not sure if maybe Spazymazy was too convinced that he's going to win here and maybe delayed building the Spire a little bit too much. Because, yeah, FightingFrog lost his main base and a lot of tech. Still, well, his army supply now looks quite nice. But his worker supply will go down a little bit further here. Okay. Zealot Weapon to delay this a little bit, but it's not going to help. And the expansion number 3 is... yeah, more workers are going down there. Worker lead now is 51 over 28. We have the overcharge coming in, so the model is going to stay alive. But at what cost? I don't know. He's trying to counterattack on the other side. Let's see if he can take anything out over here. We need some reinforcements for Spazymazy, right? So what is this looking like? Good force field. The Nihilus is not going to have anything coming out for now. I mean, it's only 2 Zerglings in there, so it doesn't really matter. He has a lot of force fields available, so he can block this choke for like forever. But there you see the first meters coming in. But will... Arkans, they won't do that much. Sentry's getting focused. There's no anti-air. And I guess that's going to be Spacy's game here. GG by FightingFrog. And this is Spazymazy taking the 2-0 victory. And therefore, Spazymazy is in the finals.